What's up, everybody? Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 19 of my favorite 31 rock and pop albums of the 70s countdown. We're doing it each and every day this month here in August. I was going to say October. No, it's not October yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here, Pete. August 2023, there's 31 days in the month. I picked out my 31 favorite rock and pop albums, and you guys as well. And basically, these are the albums that don't quite fit into some of the other categories that we've done in recent months. It's not the prog rock albums, not the hard rock and metal albums, not the, what am I missing here? Southern rock albums, right? These are just the general rock and pop albums. And I've limited myself to just one selection, one album from any given artist or band. So today, for pick number 19, I'm going to take a look at the 11th studio album from this band. It's crazy when you think about that number 11. Released February 4th, 1977. Recorded at all over the place. Criteria Studios in Miami, Florida. The Record Plant Studios in Sausalito and Los Angeles. Zellerbach Auditorium. Actually, no, that's... yeah. I'm just reading what's on here. Davelin, North Hollywood, Zellerbach Auditorium in Berkeley, and Wally Heider's Studio 3 in Hollywood. Produced by the band along with Ken Kalat and Richard Dasholt for Warner Brothers Records. I'm talking about one of the biggest selling rock albums of all time, right? Rumors by Fleetwood Mac. Crazy, 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 right? I mean, this is one of the biggest albums, if not the biggest album of the 70s. And this would signal this band, got their start as a British blues band and then became kind of like this British U.S. hybrid band, and then firmly here became a British kind of California band, and much, much more of a pop band with, some rock definitely, but went from a blues band to kind of like a blues folk rock band to kind of like a rock and pop band, I guess, whatever you want to call the different. There's the Peter Green era, there's the Bob Welch era, and there's the Buckingham Nicks era, right? So, of course, this is Lindsey Buckingham on lead vocals and guitars, backing vocals, Stevie Nicks lead vocals, backing vocals, Christine McVie lead vocals, backing vocals, keyboards, other assorted things, John McVie bass guitar, Mick Fleetwood drums and percussion, of course, McVie and Fleetwood, founding members of the band, Fleetwood Mac, the name based on those two guys. Christine McVie at the time, married to John McVie, a member for quite a bit, and this would be the second album with Buckingham and Nicks on, of course, the self-titled Fleetwood Mac album, which is just almost as good as this one, right? Came out shortly before it. So, yeah. So, what do we got on this album? A lot of greatness. A lot of greatness. This is another one of those records that it basically plays like a greatest hits album, right? Because so many radio staples. I think I've told this story before, but back when this album first came out, back in the late 70s, other than buying Kiss records, I wasn't getting a lot of other albums, but I was buying lots of 45s by bands. So if it wasn't Kiss, I may or may not have bought an album. There were certain bands, but Fleetwood Mac was a band that I always really liked. But I just kept buying the singles. So I had like a whole bunch of 45s from this album. I never just bought the whole album. I should have just bought the whole album, right? It wasn't until many years later that I picked this up on disc. I never owned this on vinyl. Only bought it on CD. Got this probably right at the beginning of the 90s. And yeah. And then, of course, I bought the reissue. This is like the 2004 reissue, so I've bought this a couple times and had all those. I had like Goldust Woman. I had You Make Lovin' Fun, maybe one more, I think. But anyway, so it starts off with Secondhand News. Great upbeat song written by Lindsey Buckingham. Again, another thing about this band, this lineup is like he had three very, very good singers in the band. That's a good Lindsey kind of catchy pop rocker, right? You got Dreams. I had Dreams on a 45 as well. Dreams is excellent. Stevie Nicks song, written and sung by Stevie Nicks. Totally memorable, unforgettable song. Never Going Back Again, another Lindsey song, good rocker. Then you got Don't Stop, Christine McVie. Killer song from her, very anthemic song. I love Don't Stop, another single, right? I probably had this one as well on 45. Of course, then Go Your Own Way. Probably my favorite Fleetwood Mac song. I just love it. It's just so iconic. And what's amazing is how much they pack into like just barely over 3 minutes long, right? You got great vocals from Lindsay, and then great backing vocals from the ladies. Just so good, such a great guitar solo. I love "Go Your Own Way." Then of course the lovely "Songbird" from Christine. And when she passed away, it was that last year, I guess. The first song I went and listened to after I heard that she had died was "Songbird," and just so poignant and just so emotional. She was like, to me, Christine McVie was always like the secret weapon in this band. Cool keyboard parts, but as a songwriter and as a vocalist, top notch. She's so missed. On side 2, you got The Chain. Great ensemble song there, right? They all co-wrote it. Lindsay does the lead vocal along with the rest of the band. Stevie also sings a bit in that too. The Chain is just so good. Again, what do you call it? It's just a great rock song. It's kind of mysterious, right? You Make Lovin' Fun. Another killer song from Christine McVie. Great single. So many great singles on here. I Don't Want to Know. That's fun and playful. Great Stevie song. That's got this kind of like whimsical, kind of almost childlike aura about it. Really good song. Oh Daddy. Another one of those haunting pop songs from Christine. So good. And then, of course, the amazing, legendary Gold Dust Woman. That great chorus, the understated instrumentation on this whole album is just dynamite. Fueled by cocaine, surely, because the band were heavily into drugs at the time. But man, something about these kind of like albums that were done right around this era that were just fueled by all the drugs. Hotel California, this. I mean, so many other bands, the great Aerosmith albums, right? I mean, just yeah. What that white stuff did to the creativity of some of these bands, I tell you, cool. Not that I'm, that's not my thing, but I know it helped a lot of these artists in the 70s put together some great albums. And, I guess when that was all done by the end of the decade, after a couple of years of that, I guess you can only take that so far, right? So the charting position, Australia, number 2. It says Australian albums, number 2, and then Australian albums, the Kent Music Report. I don't know what that is. It says number 1. Austria, number 25. Belgium, 11. We got Canada, number 5. That's Billboard. And then Canada Albums RPM is number 1. Okay, I'm not sure why they have all these double things here. The Danish charts, number 23. Dutch charts, number 1. France, 116. Germany, number 6. In Greece, we don't see Greece too often on these, number 1. Hungary, number 20. Japan, number 33. New Zealand, number 1. Norway, number 17. Portugal, number 12. South Africa, number 1. Sweden, number 18. Switzerland, 37. UK, number 1. US Billboard, number 1. Yeah, crazy. Do we have any reissues and things like that? Someone asked the other day, Pete, I haven't heard you call out any Polish charts. I haven't really seen any, to my knowledge. Let's see. 2001 year-end chart for Rumors, one of the reissues. UK, number 170. 2013, another reissue. Australia, 78. Belgium, 159. UK album charts, 51. 2014, which is, I think that's the one I have. I got the 2004. 2014, UK, number 100. I mean, just keeps popping back on the charts. Again, on the UK charts in 2016, number 71. 2017, number 44 in the UK. US Billboard, number 23. 2018, it enters Australia again at 99. UK album charts, 48. US Billboard. Top rock albums, number 9. US Billboard 200, number 91. 2019, it's back again. 2020, it's back again in even more places. Ireland, New Zealand, Sweden, Dutch charts, Canada, Belgium, Australia. 2021, it's back again and even more. US, UK, Sweden, New Zealand, Ireland, Dutch album charts, Danish charts, Belgian charts. I mean, it's crazy. 2022, US, UK, Sweden, Portugal, New Zealand, Dutch, Danish, Canadian, Belgian, Australia, all top 50. Craziness, right? This album just keeps popping back into the charts all over again. Certifications and sales. Australia, 13 times platinum, just under 1 million copies sold, 950,000 units as of last certification. Canada, 2 times diamond, 2 million copies sold. Denmark, 3 times platinum, 60,000 units. France, platinum, 300,000. Germany, 5 times gold, 1.2 million copies. Hong Kong, platinum, 20,000. Ireland, 2,000. Italy, Sal, gold, 25,000. Gary Joyce, I wish we had a New Jersey certification here so I can include you every day. Netherlands, platinum, 165,000. New Zealand, 13 times platinum, 195,000 units sold. Spain, gold, 50,000. UK, 15 times platinum, 4.5 million. And in the United States, as of the last certification, 21 times platinum, 21 million copies sold. As of the last, whenever they did, added all this stuff up, worldwide, this has sold over 40 million copies worldwide. That's pretty crazy. Let's see, we got any, let me tell you about all the singles and when they were released. Let's see here. We've got Go Your Own Way, was released December 1976. So that is pre-album release. Dreams came out in March 1977. Don't Stop, April 1977. And You Make Love and Fun, September 1977. A monster album, ladies and gentlemen. And one of those albums that, you know, all these songs have been played to death over the years on radio and everywhere else. To me, this album still sounds really, really fresh. You talk about one of those, like Martin Popoff and I, a couple days ago, we talked about timeless albums, what makes a timeless album. Whatever it is about this album, it's pretty timeless. I don't know many people who aren't caught up in the magic of this album, regardless of how old you are. It's like once you listen to it, it reveals everything that's so cool about this era and this album, and the production values are amazing. All the vocals are amazing. The instrumentation is great. And it's just great songs, right? Timeless album. Rumors, I've always loved it. Still do. It's still a top 20 rock or pop album of the decade for me. Whether it'll show up in my top 30 or 31 all-time favorite albums of the 70s remains to be seen. Might not make it quite that high, but I do love it quite a bit when you're just talking rock albums, pop albums. So, yeah, and it's got that iconic cover, right? And, you know, of course, that there they all are, right? So, anyway, let us know what you think of Rumors down in the comments below, as well as your pick for today, day 19. As we count our way towards number 1, we're approaching halfway mark pretty soon. So then we, of course, switch gears to the 60s. That's going to be lots of fun. A lot of cool albums in the 60s. A lot of different stuff, right? Yeah, looking forward to talking about all that. So tune in next month for my favorite albums of the 60s, and that could be pop, rock, jazz, early fusion, hard rock, psychedelia, acid rock, whatever, right? Because the 60s was kind of the formative years of everything we started seeing in the 70s and the 80s, so it'll be really interesting to kind of dive into that. So anyway, visit us on the web at www.citytranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations as well as our merch page. So thanks in advance for all your support there. Also, I am on Cameo, so if you ever want me to do a quick little personalized video for you, maybe it's your birthday or someone's birthday you love, or whatever you want me to talk about for you, we do have Cameo available as well. You can see the little link, or just go to Cameo and search Pete Pardo. You can find me there as well. So thanks in advance for all your support there, and we'll see you tomorrow with pick number 18. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's all about Rumors today. Tomorrow, what will it be? We'll wait and see, right? Take care. Bye-bye.